it does take a lot of money to be able to help the kids, especially the kids who don't have money
Hmm.
to play instruments, who don't have the instruments, who don't have the access. And if we want to continue this, you guys are going to need help. Miami's Hip Hop and R&B. It's 103.5 The Beat, Papa Keith, the people's voice. And I have some very special guests from Young Musicians United. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Sammy Gonzalez Zaira, CEO founder.
That's what's up.
I'm Pedro Diaz, Chief Programs Officer.
Glad to have you here, man. Young Musicians United. Could you please explain what that's all
Of
about?
course, we provide free music education across Miami. So we go into the classroom during the school day. We work with over 75 schools, 12,000 kids every single week.
Wow.
And the cool thing is that we don't just go into schools, we're putting on 200 shows a year. The kids are performing all over our city. They're playing music. They have a free recording studio, and we have this beautiful festival that they get to play every single year.
That's what's up. So how did you get involved in this? Like this obviously started to off as like a passion project. It had to connect with you in some way. Please explain that.
I'm a product of free music education. I had the best mentors in the world, and they meant the world to me. And there were father figures and mother figures. And I was that kid that was just like always in the music room, no matter what.
Mhm.
And when I got a little older, I started to look around and realize that a lot of the programs that made me who I was weren't around anymore.
Mm.
And you have all these teachers coming in and they just leave after 2, 3 years. We don't have those titans of industry that are around for 30 years anymore. And I started to see that music was going down. So I thought, what difference can I make? And I just started with 8 students at the Young Men's Preparatory Academy, all Haitian school outside of Wynwood, and started teaching them rock and roll, and then had to teach them hip hop because
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
really want to do rock and
Well,
roll.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah, and it grew from just trying to do something small,
Mhm.
and somehow it grew into this love affair of music education and building a team and having amazing people with us. And our goal is to work with every single child that can't afford music in Miami.
Well, we can all say collectively we know that music changed lives,
Yeah,
right? Can you give me a story of something that you've been able to witness with somebody that came through your program?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I have this one student, and I remember after the first semester, getting ready for summer, he said, "Mr. Sammy, are you coming back in the fall?" And I thought to myself in that moment that so many people come to these students' lives and make all these promises, and then they see how hard it is and they walk away, they don't even come back. So
Mm.
I told him, absolutely. And every single day he would ask me for a bass, and I had him playing the guitar. And he's like, I want a bass, Sammy. I want a bass. And after 6 months, I finally showed up and I gave him a bass. And you should see like the biggest smile on his face. And he was so happy and he was so excited. And something changed in him. He started to focus. He was more disciplined.
Mm.
He started showing up more. And his mom even called me and said, I don't know what you did, but thank you so much. He's just, Patrick is a different person now. And you fast forward, and Patrick went from that kid that was fighting all the time and misbehaving to getting a full ride scholarship to
Wow.
University of North Florida on the base, which is
Wow.
actually going to graduate this semester.
That's amazing. That's a
Yeah,
great story. Thank you
yeah,
for sharing that. Well, obviously you're here because you do stuff year round, which I think is amazing, and you have your big event.
yes.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we have this big a series of big events. One of them is the Miami Gardens Youth Music Festival that will take place on February 28th from 2 to 6 at the Betty Ferguson Park in
Yes.
Miami Gardens. And we're expecting over 2,000 people attendees that will be able to see our students and performers throughout the entire day. This is a group of students from all the schools in the area of Miami Gardens and the Norland Theater Patterns that come and perform for their peers, for the community. And it's just like an event, free for everyone. There's bounce houses, there's like food trucks, there's all sorts of activities
It's
for
an
the
event.
family. It's an event, it's an
It's a
entire
festival.
festival.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
big festival in Miami Gardens.
And so explain why this is so important to, there's one thing to work with the kids in the classroom and whatever little you guys know about me, I'm aligned with everything that you guys are doing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
thank you.
And we'll definitely strengthen that alignment. But there is something to say, like, you go into the studio, you learn the music notes and you do all of that work. But now being at a festival, being able to be in front of your peers, like you said, or an audience, and to be able to now express that loudly. Can you talk about that experience?
It's a celebration of the children. Like, how many times are we able to put kids in front? And that's the main thing, right? And that doesn't happen. So here we have kids working hard. They're coming together. Their families are coming together. It's a community affair. and they're building confidence by getting on stage. They're excited, they're showcasing, and we get to do that every single year. And what we're seeing is other people are now coming into the community and supporting music because they're
Mm,
realizing what's going on.
yeah.
So in Carroll City, where this started, when we first started in 2020, only 28% of kids had access to music in Carroll City, the whole feeder pattern.
Wow.
And this is a place where they had a legendary marching band and
Hmm.
the middle school and the high school. When I showed up, all I found was 27 kids playing instruments with 50 kids watching them and a pile of broken instruments.
Wow.
And then we repaired those instruments. We started working with them. And now Carroll City High School has a legendary marching band again with over 100 kids marching, playing horns, dancing, you name it. And they're at our gala, do it every single year. So they're the main showcase headliner for the night. And we got to see that year over year over year. So it's not just about the individual kid, it's about the whole community and making sure that every kid has access that they want.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the event. I'm really excited about it. I'll be there. And we encourage everyone to come out and witness this and come support the kids most of all. But let's talk about what to expect with the event.
So we will have all the schools in the Miami Gardens and Norland Feeder Pattern perform. This is groups of middle schoolers, elementary schoolers, and high schoolers that perform in different genres of music. Elementary, they will have like a big collaborations with where all the elementary schools play together with an orchestra, a specific song. And this is actually like the work that we have done throughout the school year,
Nice.
where kids learn same songs and then they do not only get to perform at the festival, but they get to collaborate with their peers, which is like very important. This is what we promote permanently: is the community engagement and collaboration. That's what we do.
Bringing people together through
Absolutely.
music. Yeah.
But you're gonna see hip hop, classical music, rock and roll, pop. Like you're gonna see it all, and
Wow.
you're gonna see anything from one person on stage singing their heart out to 200 kids marching and doing their thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Listen, I want to get into something because this doesn't happen by magic.
yeah.
It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of money to be able to do that. Been to a few of your fundraisers. They're amazing, by the way. The one of them we went to on Miami Beach, the pizza. I would not.
Food.
I would not let that go. Like
Yeah.
that pizza was
Yeah.
amazing. All of your events are dope, but that one was really memorable because of the pizza. But it does take a lot of money to be able to help the kids, especially the kids who don't have money
Mhm.
to play instruments, who don't have the instruments, who don't have the access. And if we want to continue this, you guys are going to need help.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that, and please let people know who are watching right now and are empathizing and can relate to this, how they can help you in your mission.
Yeah, so right now we're focused on a $2 million raise to be able to add 30 more schools, add 4,000 more kids this August. So we're going to keep growing, and we want to go into the West, into Hialeah and all those areas because we're not there yet. So we're actually be past the $1 million mark, so we're getting close. So it's good. But YMU.org, you can donate. We have our gala coming up. We have the festivals. There's all these different ways of being able to support us.
Yeah, so please, everyone, this doesn't happen, like I said, by magic. We
Yeah.
need your support, your collective support to have them grow this and continue this and saving so many of our kids' lives. Thank you both so much for what you're doing. Please let everybody know how they can follow also on social media and connect with with your amazing organization.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Well,
us.
Just a reminder, is this next Saturday, February 28th from 2 to 6 at the Betty Ferguson Recreational Center. Follow us on at YMU Young Musicians Unite or at Arts Access Miami, and we'll wait for you there.
All right, see you Saturday.